Welcome back to Yoga Express, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh, and I'm your host for this program today. You see in front of you today four wonderful guests. Three of them are regular participants, and one of them a very, very special guest today who has always made time to be with us. I do not have to tell you how wonderful it is to reintroduce Douglas Stewart, but I'm going to hold off a little bit about Douglas and get on with introducing our other wonderful participants first. To my extreme right, Talisa Michela in the green t-shirt. Talisa, welcome back to the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you for allowing me to be here, Banu.
It's our pleasure. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in a couple of episodes.
I took off some time to rest my body.
Right, okay. And has the weather been getting to you? You're okay?
The weather has been getting to me with the allergies and
Right.
the season changing into spring. We have 6 weeks to go.
Right.
And my body is feeling the adjustments.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah, the body is like a barometer, right? It tells us when the weather is good outside, we feel good. Whether it's not good, our body talks to us. Isn't that right, Douglas? Talisa, we cannot wait to actually show our viewers a few excerpts from some of your
My project.
projects. So whenever you're ready to talk a little more about your project, let us know. We can't wait.
I will think, I was told that instead of it coming out this month, it's going to be coming out early in March.
Okay.
Mid-March. I have to wait for him to give the okay and
I understand.
for him to go. But there are some previews on my Facebook page.
Okay.
On Talisa Michela. You can find me on Facebook, but there's some links there that you can check out where you can see some previews of
Oh, that's
the
nice.
show.
Viewers at home, check out Talisa Michela on Facebook. Talisa's name, the spelling of her name, will come up at the end of this program today. So check the spelling, check her out on Facebook. Talisa, thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you for allowing me.
To Talisa's left, we have Denden Girmay. Denden has been with us in a few episodes before as well. And she keeps dropping in and out of sight every now and then. But I love the way you take ownership of this project, Denden. We love having you here. You help us set up everything. And Denden's here. I think you've been here in about 6-7 episodes
Something
so
like
far.
that.
Something
I mean,
like that.
it's always a great experience. I always get to meet great people.
There you go.
There's always somebody new, which is fantastic, and it keeps me energetic and moving forward. I like it. I like forward movement.
That's right. We need to move, but only forward, right? We don't
Yeah.
want to go back.
Exactly.
But you're right. It does give us a lot of energy, all this group energy we're sharing here.
Yeah.
So welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. I'm going to save Douglas. Douglas, our special guest today, I'm going to save him for the last. Josiane Hurd, my crazy friend Josiane. Tell us a little more about yourself.
So I did a lot of physical activities, and to repeat myself again, yoga was my link to everything
We
I've
always
done.
have new viewers, so it's new for someone every day.
Yeah, well, I did some sailing, belly dancing, martial art, boxing, on and on and on.
Just listen
And
to her list.
yoga is the connection.
Yoga is your common denominator, common link. And Ali, we have someone in our audience today, Ali, who is a producer here at MNN as well, but she's not able to join us yet. She will. Today she's working. You're working today, right, Ali?
Yeah,
We can hear your voice. Well, welcome, and I hope you will stretch with us, Ali.
Absolutely. One day.
One day, why not today? Because you're working, I understand.
Yeah.
But please, feel free. Viewers at home, remember, we have a lot of support for you. Besides this program, Yoga Express airs Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and Fios 35. Besides this program, we also have a fridge magnet with a very simple stretch sequence. We have a postcard and a book, Yoga Secrets. So you have a lot of help. You also have a website, yogaexpress.com. That's yogaxpress.com, and yogaexpress.blogspot to help you get an idea of the kind of discussions we might have right here in front of the cameras on air. Now for the big moment. I would like to introduce one of my favorite teachers, and I've said this before and I'm saying it again, 3.5 million people out there, please know. Douglas Stewart, one of my favorite yoga teachers in the U.S., I've experienced many different teachers. I love them all, but I love you the best, Douglas. We all love you. I want to say a little bit about Douglas before I get him to talk to us. Douglas is a senior teacher at the Ishta Yoga Center founded by Alan Finger. He also teaches Ishta Yoga at Yogaworks. So if you need to reach him, you know where to get him. And I'll repeat those studio names at the end of my introduction. Douglas has appeared on the Yoga Zone DVDs shot in in Jamaica, with the emphasis on making yoga accessible to everyone. Maybe someday you will be in a DVD in America too, shot in America. Hopefully it'll be a Yogaxpress DVD.
Maybe so, yeah.
Along with Tim Timkins, the president of Times Square Alliance, Douglas co-founded the Summer Solstice Yoga in Times Square, which is now in its 9th year. And I can vouch for that, personally vouch for that. I've been there 2 years in a row, and it's amazing. It's a wonderful, wonderful concept. Douglas has also partnered with Kelly Woodruff, a senior teacher at the Reconnection. Is that a school?
It's not a school. It's an organization that is responsible for bringing healing through frequencies.
Right.
So
Sound frequencies?
through
Is it like a sound therapy?
it's through sensation or frequencies through the physical body and beyond.
Okay. Oh, I need to know a little more about that. That sounds fascinating. Reconnection. And he's also helping Kelly build, or you're building the curriculum?
Kelly and I have written the curriculum
Oh,
for
you
the
have?
Reconnective Yoga, yes. And we just recently were teaching that curriculum in Amsterdam and in Riccione, Italy. And
Was it online?
No.
Or you go there in person?
Mhm.
How often do you go?
This was our first time extending the curriculum. Hopefully there'll be many other times, but this is our first time launching the curriculum in Amsterdam, Riccione, in Ontario, Canada, in Los Angeles.
You know what? I'm going to have you talk in just a moment. I need you to tell us a little more, because now I'm getting more and more curious. This intro about you doesn't do you justice. It's not enough. We need to know more. Douglas has also contributed to the community by volunteering yoga classes at the Lesbian, Gay, Transgender Community Center for over 10 years. That's 1 year more than the Times Square Alliance concept. Douglas, and I love this part of it. I don't know what is it, but it's just so you. Douglas feels practicing yoga is like embodying a river, twisting, turning, meandering, roaring onward to the ocean. That is so poetic. I've heard that said about you by different people, and now I want to share you with our viewers. 3.5 million viewers out there. Hopefully you're all watching today's episode. You can reach Douglas at Yogaworks or Ishta Yoga, ISHTA. Just Google him up. Just Google Douglas Stewart, DOUGLASSSTEWART, Douglas Stewart. Douglas, tell us now, the part that I'm very curious and I want to know a little more now, we want to hear your voice. I think they're tired of listening to mine. Tell us a little more, what exactly do you do at Ishta Yoga and Yogaworks? Is there any special kind of yoga? Because I know Ishta stands for something, right?
Yes, Ishta stands for the integration of and science of Hatha, Tantra, Ayurveda.
Right.
But it is more about making the practice or the yoga practice individualized, so that there aren't necessarily prescribed postures or pranayamas or but taking a look at who's in the class, understanding it may be a general class, understanding that the seasons are also playing a role, understanding that the conditions in the room are playing a role, understanding that everyone there has shaped the environment, and allowing the class to unfold because of those and in favor of those conditions, balancing them. So it's a fluid practice, and it keeps the teacher, us teachers, present and practicing yoga, because we have to see where do we need to go, what's the next pose, what would be beneficial for this class.
Right.
Most of the times you can gain or create a certain series that will last for a few months or so, as I do, and tweak it over the course of time.
Right.
But it's really that we are seeing who's in the room and how can we be the most instrumental in bringing the class and that particular person and all of their aspects into balance.
So it's like a customized yoga. I like that. I
It's,
love that.
Yes,
Custom
personalized.
built,
Yes,
personalized,
yes,
yeah.
in a
I think
sense.
customized is not the right word. Personalized is even better.
Mm.
Well, that's wonderful. Douglas, today it's going to be all your show. We cannot wait to enjoy what you have to share with us. Before you get us into any of the postures, is there anything else you can share with us about you?
Well,
Anything
you
I've
know
left
what
out?
I was drawn to in this episode, and I love your progression. You have, I think I was here on the first
You were
few
here on the
episodes
first
of your show.
episode. I
and
love
now
it.
to
You were
see
so
how it's
non-fuss. It's wonderful.
expanded and grown more comfortable in the environment. I'm really happy for you, Banu. I think
Thank
you're the
you,
perfect
Douglas.
person
We
to
love
lead us forward in the yoga experience. But what drew me to this episode and what keeps me curious is your new title or your extended
The
title.
tagline.
The tagline, movement or the body
Moving the body to
still the mind, because that is the premise for yoga. I mean, that's what we're doing.
Right.
The
right.
yogis have felt for all along that ultimately the mind, which has a liquid-like quality,
Right.
constantly moving, moving from this point to this point, always curious and seeking, at some point wants to come
Stay
to
still.
rest.
That's right.
And no longer pull to the future, no longer pull to the past. There are so many different aspects of the process of yoga that that encourage the mind to come to its stillness.
Right.
And it's in that still place of the mind that the mind gets a chance to experience itself as reflexive, as radiant, as extending. And when the mind is in that state, then the physical body is in that state.
That's right.
We have understood in this culture and even through the various disciplines of yoga, especially hatha yoga, that we are using the physical body to give the mind something to focus on
Right. Right.
so that it doesn't want to run around so much. It does. But then you continue to draw the mind back to the physical or to breath so that it gets really saturated in this moment and what's happening here. The body becomes a laboratory for that. And over the course of time, there's this amazing connection of
Right.
mind, body, spirit. And when that's set up, there is this complete contentment.
That's where the levitation happens, right?
And
The
then
mind
maybe-
You levitate.
Go for 10 hours.
I told you, Douglas is amazing. Just listening to you express all that so fluidly in those beautiful words. I mean, it's just amazing. For me, it was just a simple thought. We were moving the body to still the mind. But the way you've explained it, I think we're now on the right track. Douglas, that was beautiful.
Wow.
I'm sure you can take us through. Now
Well,
we're-
you want to try some practice? Some
Absolutely,
postures to
yes.
see?
Absolutely.
Well, you
Can't
come
wait.
onto your backs, but put your head towards the camera.
Okay.
That's it. And everyone, leave your feet on the ground so that your knees are up towards the ceiling. So bend your knees. That's it. There you go. And separate your feet so that they're about hip width apart from one another. And fold your shoulder blades underneath you so that they're flush against the ground. Just flush. And give your arms some space from your body, your palms facing up towards the ceiling. Let your head roll from side to side, just freeing up any tension in your neck. And separate your teeth just a little bit so that there's some space in the jaw hinge.
I'm already feeling relaxed with that music and your voice.
And now, just notice which parts of your physical body are actually making a connection with the ground. You've noticed that your toes, all 10 of them, are on the ground. You've noticed that your heels are resting in the ground and that your pelvis rests on the ground and your mid-back and upper back and shoulders are on the ground and your arms, the backs of your hands maybe, and your head. Just feel how you are completely supported by the ground. And And as you're supported by the ground, notice that your mind has come to this moment, no longer fragmented to the future or to the past. I usually give this analogy in my class where, say for instance, if you are moving your coffee cup or teacup from the kitchen to the living room and you want to sit and have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, well, en route to the living room, the liquid inside the cup moves as you move.
That's right.
But the moment you place your cup on the table, the
Right.
liquid inside the cup
Stay
gets still.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've brought your body to this stillness, and the mind will also follow suit. It will come to this resting.
So our mind is the coffee?
You could say
It's
that.
like that?
Yeah,
Okay, so
sort
the
of
body
liquid-like.
rests. Nice. That's beautiful.
Notice the movement of your breathing. Just bring your attention to your breath. Without manipulating your breath at all, just bring your attention to the movement of your breathing. Just notice the movement and the sensation that it causes when it flows in and out. Notice the texture of your breath and the quality of your breathing. Now, take a full breath in, stretch into your back and into your belly and into your chest as you invite more breath into your body. Sustain it for as long as you can without struggle. And when you're ready to let go of the breath slowly, but reinvest in the connections that you've made at certain points in your body, toes and heels and pelvis and low back and shoulders and arms and head. Breathe in again, expand into your body. Stretch into your body with your in-breath for as long as you can sustain the breath. And when you're ready to breathe out, let the breath out slowly, connecting again to how your toes reach into the mat, and your heels, and your pelvis, and mid-back, upper back, shoulders, arms, and head. Take another one like that. Beautiful. Now, everybody, as you're breathing in, send your fingers up towards the ceiling and let them reach back overhead. Reach way up and then back overhead with your hands. Just drawing your hands up and over with your in-breath. And when you're breathing out, bring your hands up and down to rest on the mat, just to the outside of your pelvis. Your hands reach up towards the ceiling and now down to come to rest on the mat, just outside your pelvis. That's it. Breathe in, your hands reaching up and over as before. Breathe out, bring your hands up and down. Breathe in, let your hands reach up and over. The in-breath carries your hands up. It's one full, complete in-breath that transports your arms and hands up overhead. It's one full out-breath that brings your hands up and down. See if you can coordinate the movement of your breath to your arms. Wait for my breath call. So this is the out-breath. Pause here. Let the breath be suspended for a moment. Out. Now breathe in, deliberately in, sustaining. Right through your nostrils. And sustain the in-breath here for as long as you can without struggle. Sustain the in-breath so that every cell of your body is oxygenated. Breathe out now, your fingers reach up and down, using the out-breath to bring your hands up and down. That's it. And now suspend the out-breath here so that you get a sense of empty. Breathe in, hands reaching up and over. And when you're breathing out, bring your knees to your torso. Wrap your hands around your shin bones. Leave your head against the ground. Wrap your hands around your shin bones. That's it. And now, hanging on to your knees, just describe a circle with your knees against the ceiling so that you get some stretch or a massage through the lumbar, across the sacral plates, and through the hip joints. You may discover that your breath coordinates with the motion. Change directions. Now, center yourself, stop the motion, but extend your left leg out long. Keep your right thigh bone drawn toward your torso so that the left heel comes to rest on the ground. And your right thigh bone reaches right towards your torso. That's it. Wrap your hands around your shin bone, both hands. Feel which parts of your body are actually touching the ground. Obviously, it's your left heel, your left calf, your pelvis, mid-back, shoulders. Breathe in, everybody. Full breath in. Sustain the breath. And when you're breathing out, let those points that we just named drop deeper into the ground. Take another breath like that. There you go. Now, bring the sole of your right foot onto your left kneecap. Leave both of your shoulders against the ground and carry your right knee over to the left side of your body. Keep both shoulders against the mat as you look to the right. You can stretch your right arm out if you'd like to. Not a deep twist as both shoulders are against the ground, but we're just making space through the spine in preparation for deeper forward bends, deeper back bends. Take a full breath in here, everyone. Let your back expand and your belly and your chest open to receive the breath. And when you're breathing out, see if you can drop deeper into this shape. That's it. And now release the pose by letting your right leg extend long like your left leg. Your right buttock will return to the ground and change legs. So now your left knee is drawn toward your torso and the right leg is extending out long. Hug your left knee toward your torso. Feel which parts of your body are actually touching the ground. Obviously, it's your right heel, your right calf, your pelvis, mid-back, shoulders, and head. Take a full breath in. Now let those parts of the body that I just named drop deeper down into the ground. See if you can. Take another one like that. Great. And now bring the sole of your left foot onto your right kneecap. Leave both of your shoulders against the ground. And carry your left knee over to the right side of your body. Both shoulders stay against the mat. That's it. You can look to your left. Beautiful. Stay here, but take a full breath into this configuration. Belly, back, and chest open to receive the breath. And when you're breathing out, see if you can drop deeper into this shape. Wonderful. Now, to come out of the pose, carry your left arm over to the right side of your body. Draw into a nice little curl. And come up to sitting. Come right up to sitting with your...
We don't want to.
Yes.
We want to keep going.
And I think we're having to stop now. We could link it on and on and on, but we're at our mark for stopping. So there's just some way to allow the physical body to draw to bring the mind towards this moment, so that it's no longer reaching to the future or to the past or fragmented, but using the physical body or movement to still the mind.
Keep going. We love you. Oh my God.
We have only
That's
2 minutes, I
amazing.
think.
Is that right? Was that the cue?
Yes, that was the cue. So I'm coming up
Josiane,
to
feedback. How do you
I
feel?
love it. I feel so good and quiet.
Oh my God. Well, actually, it's not just our body now that stayed still. Honestly, you have helped keep our mind really calm,
Yes.
very still.
And I love that spine thing. I love it. It's my favorite.
Feels wonderful,
I love
right?
it. Feels so good
Denden and
afterwards.
Talisa.
good.
Yeah.
You know me, I'm a normal chatterbox, and right now I'm kind of calm, so you've done your
Right.
job.
That's right. That's right. You've
Period.
done amazing, Talisa.
I agree, especially because before we started, I was moving around on this part, and when we stretched that out, when we were stretching, it really helped the lower parts of my spine, and like in this area was very stretched out and helped relax it and calm it down, and I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, I'm glad that it was beneficial.
Yeah. Oh,
And
it's
so, what kind of yoga was that? The hatha?
Yeah, hatha has to do with the physical
Physical
body.
side.
Yes.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Any closing words of wisdom for us?
The only thing that I can add to what you're experiencing is that, of course, this could unfold and continue to flower on and on and on as we start to come to the standing postures, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 2, and on and on and on. But it's all really about centering the mind and just enjoying being in the present moment.
Right.
We enjoy it.
Well, it was amazing, and you really have given meaning to our tagline too. But it was amazing how we were able to center and zone in on one thought. Folks at home, if you're watching, this is an amazing experience for us, and we hope it's been as amazing for you as it has been for us. You're watching Yogaxpress. Join us tomorrow. Douglas is going to be back tomorrow and the day after. Do not miss this opportunity. My name is Banu Suresh on behalf of Talisa, Denden, Douglas, and Josiane. This is Banu, and you are watching Yogaxpress. Are we well-timed, Jabari? Yes.
Yes.
That was an amazing experience.
Well,
It was
I
so
won't